I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but if you are a man or male-bodied and you have a desire to submit, you have a desire to surrender, to be submissive, you are not broken.
Ha! Gay!
Do you hear me? You are not broken. You are no less of a man. You are no less of a leader. You are no less of a father. You are no less of a working, contributing member to society. Okay? Your submission and your desires are a gift. Your submission and your desires are a gift. It is a beautiful thing that you want to just feel. You want to just be. You want to surrender to another person, whether that's a man, whether that's a woman, whoever it is. Okay? It doesn't make you less than. What it does is it makes you human. And it makes you in touch with your omega, the deepest parts of yourself that are sensing and feeling and energetic and human. Okay? You hear me? Great. Thank you. Bye-bye. I don't know.
Okay, this lady here, she's talking about male submission. It's okay to submit as a man. It's okay to surrender. In the Bible, it talks about submission. It says, submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. When a man loves a woman, he does submit, but not in the way that this lady on TikTok wants you to submit. In the Bible, it states, male submission towards his wife is willing to die for her, the ultimate form of submission. And in return, she submits to your leadership and authority. Meaning, if I'm willing to die protecting you, the least you can do is follow my lead. A fair exchange, right? Lose to gain. What I see nowadays is men must sacrifice and women should do whatever they want. That's a bad deal. If you're looking to start a family, make sure the wife you submit to is worth dying for, because that's the stakes. It could happen at any moment. Burglar in the night, maybe somebody grabs her butt. She'll be looking at you for protection. And that's fine. That's my role. But I ask you, my friend, what's hers? Submission. Let's take a look at the comment section. Okay. Really, I was born to do that. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much. As a bi, totally sub, sexually, I tend to forget that I still am somebody. I see these guys, the way that they see submission is being a girl or being under someone. Like, you're a man, right? You're still supposed to lead. So submission is not what these people think it is. Submit to who? Florence, seems like a woman. I'm submissive and broke. I believe you. On to the next.
We do not want to be your number one priority. Despite what everybody thinks and everybody wants, we want that queen, that princess mentality. The underlying truth is that we like the attention, but we don't want to be your everything.
Emotional, damn it!
You know what's hot is when you put yourself first and you prioritize you. So a lot of the time when women are going more after that bad boy figure, it's because they're not giving them the attention that they want and that they're seeking, making them hard to get. Now, over time, this becomes toxic in the long run. However, there is a really good balance to be had where you don't have to be selfish and but a healthy amount of putting your wants and your needs first, showing us that you have a healthy social life, that you care about the things that you do, that you care about the schedule that you follow. That is really, really hot. At the same time, when you find time for us, that time is much more valued. We do not want to be your number one.
She's actually right, guys. You shouldn't make the girl in your life your sole focus. Your purpose should come before her. Okay? You need to prioritize your fitness and your career before her. I'm not telling you to be asshole or toxic or anything. It's more of a vibe that you should be giving off, like you're on a mission, that you have a goal to reach. If she wants to come for the ride and help you get there, fine. But if she's taking you off track, you have to cut her loose. Just set boundaries. No woman respects a man that she can walk all over on. Tell her no sometimes. She's gonna hate it, but she'll respect you for it. It shows that you can defend yourself. And when you can protect yourself, she's thinking that you can protect her. It shows that you're not some kind of scared little girl that'll run away from the face of pressure. She will shit test you throughout the course of the relationship. It's how you respond that sets the tone, brother. Take a look at the comment section. Bro, y'all so complicated for no reason. That's true. Sounds stressful. I'd rather stay single. Bro, you sound like one of these modern women, yo. What's going on here? You forgot to mention that the bad boy is usually 6 feet tall and extremely handsome with a lot of options. That's true. She forgot to mention that part. But if you're not 6 feet tall and you're not the greatest looking person, you should be focusing on your body and focusing on getting money, because those two components there can bring a lot of options and make you look very attractive to women. On to the next one.
If your man starts off as being romantic in his masculine energy, and then later on down the line is in his feminine energy, and you just feel like now you're in your masculine energy and now you're leading the relationship, you're texting him first, you're planning the dates, this is what you have to do.
Okay.
This is a self-concept issue. So if you watch my other videos, you know that I talk about how to go from a low-value self-concept to a high-value self-concept. So this basically means that in the beginning, you are projecting a high-value self-concept. He knows that he needs to take you on dates. He knows that he needs to try. He knows that he needs to pay for the date. All is good. But somewhere down the line, you stop projecting that high-value self-concept. Value self-concept means that you're projecting that you are the prize, that you are extremely valuable, that you deserve the best. And so a more physical and tangible way of putting that is girls who are high maintenance. They take such good care of themselves. They love themselves. They just know that they are such high value women. They are the prize. They also know and they only care about what they want. A man's job is to make a woman happy. Your job is to exist in his life because he wants you. That's how he keeps you. So in being high maintenance, you are basically just always really portraying what you want, what makes you happy. If you start accepting less in the relationship after, the initial dating phase goes on, then basically you are teaching him that it's okay for him to step out of his masculine and into his feminine energy and start receiving. What does this look like in real life? Okay, so maybe in the beginning you guys are dating, it's all fun. And then after a while, you kind of start chasing him. So now you're teaching him that the dynamic is changing. Then he stops texting back so quickly. Now you're texting back more. Then he stops planning dates. Then you are just like, okay, I guess I'll initiate something because I want to go on a date. You always need to know that you are the prize. You need to stand on business, hold your ground. And he always needs to be in the masculine position of making the relationship move forward. If he wants to see you, then he needs to ask to see you. If he wants to take you on a date, then he needs to ask to take you on a date. If he wants to text you and talk to you, then he needs to call you. He needs to text. Obviously, you want to reciprocate the same energy because it needs to be a balance, but it should never be more than him. And that is where, if you break that balance, you are teaching him that he needs to be in his feminine energy and you are in your masculine.
Okay. So this lady here is giving off this she's better than you energy. You can feel it, right? Imagine wanting a leader, a high value man, but you think you're better than him. It's delusional at best, right? She says women deserve the best. But why? Just because they're women? Nobody deserves anything. Everything is earned in life. This concept will never change. She speaks about being of high value, a high value woman. But what are the metrics of that? For a man, it's 6 figures, 6 feet tall, maybe a little bit of fame. But what about women? What makes a woman high value in the eyes of a man? Not the same metrics that we're judged by. Fame and money. No. It's purity. A high value woman is a virgin bride to be. There is an exception. If you're not a virgin, but you're claimed by a high value man, then you're a high value woman. It's got to be something that's hard to achieve in this life that makes you high value. If not, then everybody would be high value. And that's not the case. Women claiming that they're the prize is a big red flag. It signals to me that you wouldn't be ready to be in a relationship with these type of men because you're not willing to serve, only take. On to the comment section. Mine started asking for flowers. Yeah. Well, we can't get flowers? What's wrong with being presented flowers? Is that, I guess, gay? I just broke up with him. Jesus Christ. She didn't even want to put in no work. She was like, forget that. So if the dynamic did change, that means it's possible to change it back, right? Well, you expect the men to do everything and then you don't do anything back. It's low reciprocation from you guys. And men are not dumb. We see that. You know, we start off with high levels of, gestures because we want something from you. And then when we get it, we taper off. That's the game. But we still love you. It's just that we can't put maximum effort every single day. Okay? Can you? And are you? On to the next.
Ladies, stop being so hard-headed at times when your man is trying to tell you things. Like, at times we think that a man is controlling us when he's trying to tell us something because he can see something better than we can.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
For instance, your man will tell you, hey, stop arguing with them people. Stop communicating with them people. Stop talking to them, because he looks at you on a higher level. The problem is that they're nothing compared to you. So when he's trying to tell you things like, oh, stop doing this and stop doing that, it's not because he's controlling you. It's because he looks at you like, man, you up here and they're down here. Like, they don't even compare to you. So as women, we have to take a step back and say, maybe my man is right. Like, maybe he does see something that I can't see, because I'll be completely honest, men have a much better perspective of things than women do. Men know when something is bullshit immediately. And we as women, we can't catch that. So take a step back, listen to your man. It's okay. Ladies, stop it.
Wouldn't it be great if they would just listen to us and not misinterpret our words for something else? They're worried about being controlled a lot while they're in the process of being out of control. They want the protector and provider, but don't respect authority. It shouldn't be this hard to lead. 50% of the work that women need to do is just realizing your contradictions. If you want to be led, then follow. Pick a good man that has your best intentions in mind, so when it's time for him to lead, you won't have the urge to be unruly. A lot of these women grew up with no dads, no fathers. So you need to determine who can be saved and who can't. Don't waste your time trying to fix what's already broken. Okay? On to the comment section. Most people can't recognize constructive criticism. That's true. Most people are emotional, sensitive, and just take it personally. Facts, that's also part of protection. Yeah, I shouldn't always have to jump in front of a bullet to physically protect you. I should be able to protect you with my word and my guidance. But she waited till it was too late. Now I don't have nothing to say anymore. Yeah, it sounds like a man that reached his boiling point, That's why it's very important to choose the woman wisely, because not everybody can be saved. On to the next one.
Manifest my own destiny. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, the perfect recipe. May they remember me, my words will live on. I'm guided by an energy, a flame, hold it close to you. Check out my melodies. It's the media that's been leading you, I'll show you a thing. Misdirection was the message, they don't want you to win.